Welcome back, YouTube, and hold on, this ain't right. Welcome back, YouTube. This is JAC Antics, and we back with a review of Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, and this is a full review instead of the impromptu review. Annotation of that will be in one of these corners below. But let's get started. So this is a continuation of Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse that came out in 2018, and with that, Miles had got bitten by a radioactive spider. He became Spider-Man, and Kingpin was dealing with interdimensional travel and pretty much messed up all the multiverse and all that stuff. Now, with this one being the continuation, Miles got older. He's been encountering, getting acclimated into the whole Spider-Man role and everything like that. And he obviously missing a girl that he likes. That's Gwen. And now, he's trying to live a normal life, trying to balance Spider-Man and being a normal kid, similar to what Tom Holland's Spider-Man was going through in one of the last movies of Spider-Man. I think it was No Way Home. It's a lot of references to even stuff like that. It was pretty cool. They had a reference of Tom Holland's. I think it's Tom Holland's Spider-Man when it's like Earth 1999 and talked about Spider-Man being with Doctor Strange, and it was just like, oh. But anywho, Miles is trying to live a life and pretty much convince his parents like he's on the straight and narrow, because his parents don't know that he's Spider-Man. And how do you convince your parents, to doing that? He can't. And he got grounded because he tried to fight the Spot. And he was late. He was late to a parent-teachers conference, and then he was even late to a ceremony for his dad to become a captain. So it was a whole bunch of stuff for him not meeting his responsibilities, but they don't know he has responsibilities as Spider-Man, which honestly, I don't know. I don't know how would you explain that to your parents, like, hey, I've been, dressing up in a leotard and beating up bad guys for the last year or so. So I pretty much, for a teenager, that can probably be a thing to kind of disguise from your parents. But I get it. So after he got grounded, Gwen came back, and then all the stuff comes loose where, because Spot was basically an anomaly, making all these interdimensional portals, because that's his power, that so happenly, if you watch the first movie, Miles created with throwing that bagel at him. That was pretty funny. I'll probably have like a little scene to that or something like that. But he created the Spot, and pretty much Spot is mad that pretty much his life's in shambles, and now he's trying to take revenge. But all the Spider-Man and women are in this like club for trying to fix anomalies that happen because of that generator that got destroyed. And some way or whether I believe that Miles destroying his interdimensional machine in his universe, and then Tom Holland's Spider-Man destroying his, kind of messed it up even worse. And it's like, now it's like getting out of control. And Them trying to fix the anomalies. Gwen comes back when she's not supposed to even be seeing Miles, and pretty much got his heart all pitter pattering. And now, you know, young love is blossoming, and yeah, he basically followed Gwen to the secret hideout of Spider-Man, and you meet Spider-Man 2099, which is the whole leader of this whole thing, and he pretty much explains to Miles. Well, before that, we see Donald Glover as the Prowler, so that was like a little cool thing. But seeing Miles, and he kind of explaining to Miles that pretty much that he wasn't even supposed to be Spider-Man. Like, what? That he got bit by a radioactive spider from a different universe. So he's not even supposed to be Spider-Man. So that throws the whole thing into the loop. And we got these things called canon events that every Spider-Man must go through. And pretty much every Spider-Man's canon event, like, it is someone that's end up being a captain or somebody that's close to them, captain of the police department, you know, ends up, you know, dying in some way or fashion or form. And it's just like, okay. And with Miles following Gwen and stopping a canon event in one of the Spider-Man's universes, it's pretty much was deleting the universe, and that's what the whole organization of Spider-Man was trying to prevent. So, being that, Miles pretty much puts 2 and 2 together. It's like, my kind of event hasn't happened yet, and his dad just became a captain, which pretty much insinuating that, hey, his dad is gonna, you know, is gonna perish. And with all that, it's like Miles tried to escape and everything like that, but he eventually escapes to a dimension that he believes is his, and something weird happened. He went to the wrong dimension, and the reason why he realized he went to the wrong dimension, he sees his Uncle Aaron, which is alive. If you remember in the first movie, he perished in the movie, so that was technically Miles's canon event. In a way, it's like, okay, so it leaves off on a cliffhanger, which the other movie is going to be in March of 2024. So I can't wait till that comes out, but it leaves it off with a cliffhanger with everything, being that Miles is the new Prowler in this universe, Universe 42. Miles is the Miles that we know is not a part of that universe, but he got bitten by a radioactive spider that's from that universe. That universe, Miles, Earth 42, is supposed to be the Spider-Man, and canonically, that I believe if that universe is supposed to be the Spider-Man, then the Miles that we know was supposed to be the Prowler. So yeah, they pretty much left it off there. But my predictions for this next movie coming up is some type of way that Miles gotta convince the Prowler the Prowler Miles, to basically team up and save their dad, or some type of way that either he might stay in Universe 42 and let the Prowler Miles go to live with, you know, the dad, and kind of everybody is happy. But I don't know, but we will see in, you know, pretty much the next movie comes out. I already did my grading on the movie. Like I said, it's in the video, the previous video, which will be linked above. I might have ID card or somewhere around here, but I gave it a 4 out of 5. Just because that cliffhanger, I didn't look at any trailers or anything to make the assumption that it's going to be a second half to the movie. I thought it was like, okay, this is the whole movie. So that was kind of like, and yeah. But I still believe it's a pretty good movie. If you can't wait to watch it in March, to watch the whole thing, I would say go ahead and watch it now. Because, like I said, it's a really good movie. That's probably the main takeaway that I would say I did not like. Maybe because I didn't know it was going to end on the cliffhanger, so I was just like, where's the rest of the movie? Like, but I get it, because the movie was already 2 hours and 16 minutes. So they needed to block that up, and they pulled the whole Avengers Endgame on me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you for coming to the video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If there are any more movies that you want me to review, please let me know, and we can get that done. Till we meet again. Peace. You see that nice subscribe button? Go ahead and click that. Yeah, or those 2 videos up there. Just go ahead and click and see what's up.